Hi friends, Rabbi Klein and Rabbi Derma.
Hi, everybody.
Today you received an email from our congregational leadership outlining some of the protocols and policies we're developing to confront the coronavirus. Today we send something, who knows what tomorrow is going to bring, unfortunately. We're living through very uncertain times, and that makes all of us appropriately fearful. You know, one of the great addresses that we hear in the Torah over and over to our patriarchs are the words, Al tira, don't be afraid. You know what? I am finding that that's easier said than done. Fear is natural. I'm feeling it. Rabbi Dermer, I'm sure, is feeling it, and I'm sure you are as well. But I also know that on the other side of fear, there is hope, and there is life, and there is the belief that the life that we knew just a few weeks ago will, in some time, and I hope sooner rather than later, is going to be the life we know once again for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren, for our family members, all of them. But in the meanwhile, we've got to confront that fear and that uncertainty with our own conviction that is a well-established part of our tradition, as I've shared with you for years and years and years, that we have the resources, both personal and communal, to be able to confront these times of challenge and adversity and to overcome them. And to the extent that we can, we as a synagogue community are going to try to help you and all of us get through these times together.
You know, Rabbi Klein, one of the phrases that I hadn't heard up until this moment, but now it seems to have entered all of our lives in such an enormous way is the phrase social distancing. We're speaking so much about what it means to put distance between each other, to do everything we can to prevent the spread of this virus. But I think now more than ever is a time to remember that while we are social distancing, we're also doing our best to retain a spiritual closeness and a spiritual proximity.
I'm glad you bring that up. Look, we don't know what the days ahead are going to bring, for our community, for our synagogue. We have no idea. And literally from last night to today, things have changed. And I don't know what it's going to be, what's going to happen tomorrow. But one thing I do know, and that is that if there's some way, following whatever protocols that have to guide us, because of governmental standards or whatever, if there's some way that we can help you through this, if you need to talk, if by chance you find yourself in need of some food to be delivered, we can find someone to help accomplish that. If you want to go online, we hope in a few days to be online and offering some Torah lessons each and every day. That is the rabbis of the community. We're going to try to take you out of this isolation, which will become a way of life for us, I suppose, for a few weeks' time, and do our best to make certain that we understand and appreciate that we face these times best when we face them together.
We recognize that loneliness and that anxiety are real things that many of us are facing in a different way now as we encounter the days ahead, and we want you to know that we're here for you in any way you might need to reach out by phone. Our Chesed committee has generously volunteered their time as well to be on the phone and share from their hearts with anyone who's in need.
You know that people are using the expression abundant caution, and we will be cautious. Hebrew school has come to an end as of yesterday for at least a 2-week period of time. Other programs are sadly being closed down, and it breaks my heart because that's the essence of what we are, a center of Jewish communal life in every single way. But I must tell you, we're planning for Pesach still. We're planning for post Pesach. We're planning for Yom Ha'atzmaut and Yom HaShoah and special lectures, and we're hoping and praying that with the passage of a few short weeks, we'll be able to begin to find our way forward in this. So it's not like the NBA canceling the rest of the season. We're not canceling the rest of the season. We're going to be cautious. We're going to face this with a certain wisdom, we hope, and guided by a lot of thinking from people that are in the health community and in our own community to make what we think are the wisest decisions for our community. But our plan is to be back, and hopefully for you to be back in our lives, and for us to be back in your lives, and for us to continue together. So you'll be hearing from us. We're not going quiet.
We know that the bonds that hold our sacred community together are strong and stronger than this, and we wish you a lot of strength, and we're here for you.
Yes, and so let's remember those words that we say so often in the course of our prayers. We always look and we expect and we pray to God that God will be our source of strength in times like this, because we can't get through these times alone. We need each other, but we need a sense that there's a God who is with us and who will strengthen us. And when we feel like I feel today, like I can barely breathe, and that each breath is difficult, that I know that somehow that there's a God who will give me the strength, and give Rabbi Derma the strength, and all of the strength, day by day, to find our way through this. So God bless, and you'll be hearing from us. Shalom.
Shalom.